So far this light, the G200, I've used it on a photo shoot in the mountains with no team. I've used it on a run and gun cowboy commercial as a 30-foot moonlight with the giant team. And I've used it as like a warm little kicker light on an unplanned shot in the middle of the desert. It's super compact and travel and ready to go. Obviously, real quick before we get into the rest of the video, this video is sponsored by ZHIYUN. They were kind enough to send me some extra lights though, so I'll be giving away the G60 combo pack. So it comes with all the extra accessories and everything. So be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Once this video gets 600 likes, I'll be sure to go through the comments and make sure you like and that you're subscribed, and I will select a winner. ZHIYUN, last year they came out with these amazing compact lights. This was the G60. Currently at 100% lighting me. And then from there, they had the X100, which you can slap its own little battery on there. This thing is great for when I'm on photo shoots and I just want to add a kicker. But now we have the G200. And it's really bright. I think compact LED lights like this are going to be the future of filmmaking. And what's cool on top of that is the way that they're designing these lights, they look futuristic. So as I said, this is a 200 watt light at full bicolor. I can max out 320 watts in its high power mode. When I used it as a key light for that photo shoot, it was around blue hour, and at 100%, it was way too bright. So I had to turn it down. Now this is only at 35%. So you can see how powerful and capable this light is for, well, I guess technically we're on blue hour, we're in the mountains, so. But even when you're just like needing it for a kicker, if you're in the desert, which is pumping out a lot of sunlight, the full power mode can easily overpower that sunlight, which is crazy. So let me show you how compact this is. This is like in my car all times now, because you never know when you're gonna need it. So anytime I go on a shoot, I have this and the ZHIYUN X100, which I will show you guys here that in a moment. Again, the wind, I don't have to worry about getting blown over. No sandbag, just a regular little aluminum super light stand. So clutch, so clutch. I love technology. We're keying this whole shot off of this little tiny light, literally blasting into a dark gray car, and it's still bouncing all this light off of me. It's at 100%, 200 watts, not even at the max output right now. So the cool thing about this guy, you guys can see there's actually a built-in little reflector in there. So if you wanted to, just to get a floodlight, I love that they have that built in because it could just easily just kick out as much light as you need it to. Also, there's a piece of glass over the LED, so you don't have to worry about scratching the DOB on there. But yeah, going the bicolor, you go from 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin. That really allows you to like use it in totally different scenarios. On that cowboy shoot, we didn't have a campfire scene originally planned, but it was presented to us when we showed up. I wanted to create a moonlight, but we didn't have any extra C-stands. We didn't have any combo stands. I just had my little aluminum stand, which I don't usually use for LED lights because usually they're too bulky and they'll sway and I just don't trust it. This thing, we cranked it 30 feet up with the softbox on it, put 6500 Kelvin to give it that like silverly blue moonlight. And then going back to that photo shoot, I was able to warm up the light. So we were already shooting in blue hour. If I put this light in daylight, I would have kind of killed the blue light look. I want to further push that blue light. So I was able to warm up this light and match my white balance in my camera, which then pushes all the ambient light even more blue. That's like an easy trick to get a cinematic look, is just creating contrast, and you can do that with color as well. Now let's go over the build quality real quick. This one's Bones mount, so you use all your Bones modifiers. ZHIYUN also has a bunch of modifiers too that they make, but whatever modifiers you have, you can use this, no adapters needed or anything like that. And this is super light, like it's pretty insane. The build quality itself is pretty robust. The power bank is equally built just as well. You have two knobs / buttons on this. One knob controls obviously the levels, the other knob controls the white balance. The cool thing on here is if you use these knobs as buttons, it's basically preset. So you see over 0%, go 20, I believe it goes to 40, 60, 80, and then 100. Same with the bicolor. So let me just go to 100% real quick, and then I'll show you the full power modes. So to go to full power mode, just go hold in both buttons here, and there we go. It's going from that 200 watts to 320 watts. You're probably getting anywhere from like a half to full stop more of exposure on there, which is really cool. Obviously, I don't need all that power right now, so let's just go back to 25%. So it's crazy. Like, I think a lot of people might look at small lights like this and not think that they can use it for professional use, but obviously you can use it for whatever you need. I have to do an honorable mention on this guy real quick. This is the X100. If you get the combo one, it comes with this battery. On that photo shoot, we're inside this cool little restaurant, and I just want to add a little bit more sauce. Again, I just want to add a little bit of a kicker. So I just turn this thing on and I put it right behind her just to add a little bit of a glow to her. So little things like that can really just elevate your photography or your video work, like whatever you're doing. Let's talk about price real quick. Currently at release, it's $379, which is wild that you're getting a 200 watt / 320 watt. For that price, you're getting something that's not just a good light with a 95 plus CRE or whatever, all that stuff. So like it's up to the standards of everything else that's out there, but it's also compact and very versatile. So for that price, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, basically. Anyway, obviously this is a sponsored video. Part of a sponsored video is for me to talk about the highlights, but I also want to cover some of the non-highlight stuff. This thing cannot run off V-mount power currently. There's no way to mount a V-mount. For me, since this light's so portable and powerful, I want to slap a V-mount on there. So hopefully ZHIYUN will make something like an adapter or something that just allows you to power this, because I think that would just make this the perfect light just to keep in your kit. The other thing is there's also no effects built in. Somehow I get stuck shooting a lot of campfires in my career and I love shooting them, but having like those internal effects helps in those type of situations. But other than that, those are my only complaints about this light, which is pretty dang cool. So don't forget about the giveaway. 600 likes once we get there. That's it. Peace.